Coach, when you looked back at your first game against Milwaukee, what did you like about your team's effort in the second half of that one that you would also like them to carry over to the start tonight?
Yeah, I think our focus level defensively kicked in that second half, understanding that shots were not falling, but didn't let it impact us. Being able to sit down and guard positionally, understanding assignments, understanding personnel who we're closing out to, and able to create those turnovers into baskets on the other end.
Do you anticipate Franz to come off the bench tonight again?
I'll let you know right before the game starts.
What did you think of how that worked? Obviously, you always stagger guys, and guys play regardless of who starts or whatever, but what did you think of Franz in that different time of the game coming up?
Yeah, I was just more worried about him being able to just be back and get through the game more than anything. I think that was the most important piece for us in these moments right now. I thought he looked good in his first stint as he got more comfortable, better and better, and just continue to monitor that as the game goes on and just being his second game back.
Oh, yep.
Hey, Coach, I know you've faced Milwaukee a number of times since you become a head coach, but just what has that city meant to you kind of in your basketball journey, and what do you remember from that 2003 Summer League opportunity with the Bucks?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, the city means everything to me. I was born and raised there. And so just being able to have family members, friends, and when I go back home, being able to see everyone and get the family all back together, it's where I started everything. Being a fan growing up, and then, being able to coach against them and play against them. And the Summer League in 2003 in Boston I was not playing much, but I do remember just being able to put that jersey on for a hometown team. It meant a ton to me just to be able to do that. And, obviously grateful for George Karl in that moment when he was there to be able to give me that opportunity. And then fast forward, he also gave me my first opportunity to coach in the NBA.
Jamahl, I got a couple of offbeat questions for you. It's All-Star break, getting ready to come up. Everybody's trying to tweak and change the game. There's a couple ideas that have been thrown out. 3 points for dunks, and also removing the three-point line. What do you think? Especially the three-point line. How do you think that would affect the game today?
You talking about the All-Star game or just the game in general?
The game in general.
Oh, I'm not going there. I think the league does a credible job of trying to find ways to keep improving the game. They lean into advice from different coaches, from different players, trying to figure out what's best for our game. And I think the game is in a very good place right now. And I think for us to continue to do and look at different ways is going to be something. But for the moment, I think the game is in a very good place.
Jeremy, behind you. Jeremy.
Coach, I know you got a game tonight, but you've got a week off after this. What's the benefit for this group to get this time off?
I think it does a ton for us. You look at the schedule we've had, as well as what the league has had. Sitting at game 52 by the time the midpoint is, and so our travel, from Berlin to London to in-season tournament to West Coast to back, with guys being in and out, a break like this comes at a perfect time. But obviously we have the job to do tonight against Milwaukee. But for the most part, having a break at this time of the season, on the back end, it being a sprint. But we got to take care of tonight before we even think about just putting our feet in the sand.
Go ahead. That's fine.
Just question as it relates to the timing of the All-Star break here right now. Do you broach the topic of this is kind of a tricky game sometimes, that last game before the break. Do you broach that at all with your team in terms of focus and not getting ahead of yourself and staying above your feet?
Yeah, the job's not done until you finish the final game. And I think you take the break when the break happens, and that's tomorrow. And we don't have a game after tomorrow until, the 19th. And so our ability to say, you know what, take care of tonight, and that's what we need to do. 48 minutes of it.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.